Hi, it's Steve from Lean Body Mind, and this is the kickoff to my Summer of Best Health. I don't know what to call it. It is not really a reboot video of Lean Body Mind because I've already done at least one, maybe two reboot videos for Lean Body Mind, but it's just been kind of difficult trying to manage two separate YouTube channels. SeriousKeto has really largely been my focus, so I'm going to hold off on calling this a Lean Body Mind reboot until I've got a little bit of a cadence going on this channel. Additionally, I'm going to try and film outdoors as often as possible. I like that vibe for videos for this channel. The problem is a combination of things. If you've ever filmed outdoors, noise, traffic noise, kind of hard to get away from. There's a regional airport nearby. I mentioned this in my scouting video. What else? Just lighting. Lighting is a big problem. It's a challenge, so please bear with me as I work through this. Now, first I want to talk about my motivation behind this whole get in the best health of my life at age 56. It's kind of been a plan of mine for a while, and the reason for this is my dad died when he was 56 years old. He did not really take care of himself very much. First off, he was a hard drinker up until about age 40, and then he went into AA. He was a smoker all of his life. Well, not childhood, but I think he probably started around 12 or 14 years old. What else? Overweight all of his life, anywhere from overweight to obese, and he had quite a temper. There was a lot of anger in him. And, that manifested itself in outward anger and violence, towards his family. He had just a mean sense of humor that was always at someone else's expense. And as I looked at myself in my own life, up until about age 50 or 51, there were a lot of similarities. The drinking, I was a tobacco user up until the time that Connor was, I think, 1 year old. And, then I stopped. Never looked back. But I have spent the majority of my adult life up until about age 51 overweight or obese. I had quite a temper, never a violent temper towards my family or anything, but I feel that also is sort of self-destructive. Now, I've managed to kind of rid myself of a lot of these things. Like I said, no longer a tobacco user. I'm mostly a non-drinker. I do enjoy a glass or two of wine with dinner on occasion, on rare occasions, but I find that it affects my sleep, it affects my workouts, and I enjoy my sleep an awful lot and my workouts an awful lot. So mostly I stay away from that. I've taken up meditation and stoicism, and I think I've done a very good job, and I think Terry would back me on this. I've done a very good job improving my overall mood and outlook. But I'm not in the best health of my life, and I want to be. I figure the window or the door is kind of closing on that at age 56. And like I said, one of the big motivations for this was the fact that my dad lived until he was 56 years and 4 months old, which for me, I think is going to be around July. Well, I know for me specifically, it'll be July 17th. Now, I'm not trying to get into the best shape of my life by July 17th, but some point this year. And that date does it is a little bit important to me. Now, there have been some other life events that all kind of hit me rather rapid fire that have also been a bit of a motivator. They've been a reminder, I guess, a little bit of my own mortality. Recently, my little fur buddy of 20 years, Thumper the cat, passed on, and I'm still honestly pretty sad about that. I've also had two acquaintances. I wouldn't go so far as to call them friends, but they are other guys that I know through Terry. One was a fellow dance dad. So Courtney used to be in dance, and one of the dads, he was the dad of Courtney's dance partner when they would do duets. He passed away recently, about the same age as me. And then there was another guy who I liked a lot. He would always come to our karaoke parties. He was a member of Terry's VFW unit, a year or two younger than me, and he passed away last week. So when you start looking at people your same age passing away, that's a reminder that all of our time is limited. The other thing too, I get this quarterly newsletter from my high school, and I did not have a large graduating class at O'Gorman High School in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I think there were about 100 members in my graduating class. And it used to be that in this newsletter, you'd go to the back of it and you'd see the in memoriam, and you would see the parents of your classmates that had passed on. Well, now I'm seeing classmates. And, you know, some by natural causes. It's surprising to me. I think like eight people from my graduating class of about 100 have committed suicide. I don't know if that's normal or what. But the last life event that really encouraged me or motivated me to get in shape, and I lost, I don't know how many pounds. I started at over 230. I don't know how much heavier I was than that because I quit weighing at 230. I got down to 155. At the moment, I'm sitting at 176. And to me, I feel my best health is probably going to be right around 160 pounds. So I want to try and get there. Oh yeah, so the event that motivated me was the birth of my grandson, or the pending arrival of my grandson, Colton. And now I've got another one coming, another grandson coming in August. And I'm so grateful that I managed to get in the shape I got in via keto, that I could run around and play around with my grandson. And I want to do that with grandson number 2 and 3 and however many more I wind up having. So to that end, I decided I would use Lean Body Mind rather than Serious Keto. Don't want to clutter that up, but use Lean Body Mind as the, holding place. I don't have a good word for it, but the place where we as a community can come together and support each other's goals to get in the best health of our life. So over the course of this period, however long it lasts, I'll be talking about a number of things. I'll be talking about how do I work out, what aspects of my health am I trying to improve, including cardiovascular health, strength training, lean body mass. What else? There'll be some fasting in here. I may talk about meditation. I may talk about supplementation, things that I'm doing, using, and finding effective in getting in the best health of my life. Now, I'm not saying that to watch this, you need to have the same goal of getting in the best health of your life. For me, it's a little bit easier of a putt because I've never had especially great health, even as far back as college. But I feel if I can get in a place where my cardiovascular system, my strength, all of that, my sleep is the best it's ever been, then awesome. And for all of you that want to join in, whether you are out running or whether you're just walking, whether you're doing some form of strength training or maybe just flexibility training, maybe you're interested in meditation or how you can improve your sleep, no matter what it is, everybody's welcome. You don't necessarily need to follow what I'm doing. I will be doing videos, probably a few a week. Some are going to be pre-recorded like this. Others are going to be live streams where I can take your questions, where you can say to me, well, hey, I'm a 72-year-old, male or female. I'm this sort of condition. This is what my goals are. Any advice? And I can share that with you, provided I have some. Additionally, if there are any sort of files that I can share with you, whether it's an Excel spreadsheet for tracking your weight or something like that, or I've got a screenshot of this Couch to 5K training system. I can share that with you as well, because that's one of my goals. Probably in July, do a 5K, then maybe August, September, do a 10K. I've got a friend of mine, we're kind of in this a little bit together. He wants to do a marathon. I am not doing a marathon. If I do a marathon, you ever watch the marathon videos and there's that person crossing the finish line, their face just like contorted into a grimace, and they're dragging one leg behind them and they probably poop their pants? That would be me if I'm running 26 miles. Plus, I don't have the attention span for something like that. I'm good for about an hour. That's about it. So not gonna be running any marathons. We'll be doing a 5 or 10K. Additionally, at the end of June, I will be doing an extended fast. I think my record fast is 150 hours, but Terry is gonna be away. I'm gonna be completely by myself. I'm not gonna have to worry about cooking for anybody. I'm not gonna have to worry about getting questions about, why are you fasting? Why are you doing this? You're starving yourself. Remember I said regional airport? That's going on right now. But I would say that there is a very, very strong probability that over the course of that week, I will be doing daily live streams so that we can all kind of touch base if you decide to join in, or if you're just curious about how it's going. But that's what's coming up. I'm glad to have you here. I hope this winds up working out to be a true reboot of Lean Body Mind, because I've got a lot of content that I'd like to create for this channel around how you can use the principles of lean manufacturing, I know that sounds geeky, but that's what I used to do, to improve your day-to-day life, to be more efficient at everything you do, to get the best out of every minute of every day. And that's where I wanted this channel to go when I started it. Like I said, hopefully this becomes the impetus, the reinvigoration of Lean Body Mind, and I can make that happen. And I'm super duper thrilled to have you all along for the ride. And I'm just used to saying this at the end of every video on Serious Keto. Thanks for watching.